Pues vamos al capítulo 3.
How about it, baby girl? Office still there?
I'm going on a ghost hunt.
What are we even doing here?
I'm going on a ghost hunt.
Never been lucky to have friends like that.
Train services? Hey.
So the Mako...
I put him in charge of my stand. I told him, son...
It's pulling some OT when it happened. How much is enough fried marsh? A handful or... Hear me out. Another day in the bag. Woo-hoo!
Why did we have to come to this?
Vamos por aquí. No me deja interactuar con nada por ahí.
Completos only had it, so
I've never seen anything like it before. Sector 8 was a nightmare. Fires everywhere.
Huh. Mako is the lifeblood of the planet? Yeah, the hell it is. Goddamn eco-warriors with their dumbass posters. I tear them down and they're back up inside of an hour. Like I've got nothing better to do. I mean, look at all that steel work. You trying to tell me that's not progress?
Toma. Ah,
What the... You okay, buddy?
que va a estar bien. Está mal de la cabeza el chaval. Por otro lado van viniendo ahí.
Figures.
Hostia, los espectros.
You again.
That hot shower can't come soon enough. I can barely tell my skin from all the ash and sweat.
Warning. Gate broken. Fiends in area. Exercise caution. No reason to check it out. Not my problem.
And just where do you think you're going?
Excuse me? Due to an emergency, entry into this area is prohibited. Sorry for the inconvenience.
You call that a warning?
No, sir!
Se la va a llevar el recluta novato. Sector 7. Barrio pobre.
What the? That's where I work. No freaking way. Put that fire out, idiots!
I was there yesterday.
What do you know? That ain't half bad. Make a grease monkey out of you yet. Thanks.
Ah, mira. Aquí.
Marlene. Daddy, you're home.
That's right, Angel, I
Welcome
am.
back.
Have you been a good girl?
Yeah, I've been helping Tifa.
Oh, you did you? Well, well.
You made it. Where'd you get that? I can't remember the last time I saw a real one. Huh? How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Guy can change. Has been 5 years.
Huh?
I need to talk to Barrett.
Right. Come on in.
Daddy, the Mako place blew up. Everyone on TV's talking about it.
Don't you worry about all that silliness. Daddy's here and he's not going anywhere tonight. Now turn that thing off and let's get you to bed, huh?
Do you mind keeping Marlene company until I'm done with this?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, your money. Ask Tifa. She takes care of all that.
Claro, el dinero, que se lo olvidaba. Hostia.
Hey! What the hell do you think you're doing scaring my daughter like that?
Daddy says to never talk to strangers.
That's right, honey, I do say that. What a good girl you are remembering Daddy's lessons. You know what else good girls do? They go to bed on time. Come on.
But I'm not tired. I want to talk some more, Daddy.
All right, but just this once.
So then, what can I get you?
My money. I'm still waiting on it.
Ahí estamos con una de dinero.
Right. About that. We should talk outside.
Aquí no me pagan.
Daddy, did the people who died all return to the planet?
Of course.
Before we get on to money, there's an empty apartment in a place just down the road. It's nothing fancy, but I was thinking you could stay there for now. The landlady's a big friend of the cause, so you wouldn't even have to pay rent. Sound good?
Sure does. Thanks.
Follow me then. How was it up on the plate?
It was chaotic.
Sorry for dragging you into all this. It was wrong of me to put you in danger like that. I promise I won't do it again.
Danger's part of the job. Don't worry about me.
I'll try not to.
Always happy to help stick it to Shinra.
Not good at all.
I don't know what it is, but my life feels so...
So, you make nice with everyone?
Much as I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
I'll give you that.
I saw Sector 8 on the news. It was like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll spread whatever lies Shinra tells them to.
So, it wasn't that bad?
It was.
Oh, right. And here we are. Good old Stargazer Heights. You're on the second floor.
A ver si en la habitación está el dinero.
Room 201 here is where I sleep. Don't have time for much else, what with Seventh Heaven and all. Not even time to decorate. Here's your room, 202. Don't worry, I already told the landlady about you.
You did?
Yes? Oh, I mean, I told her I had a friend looking for a place to stay. Was that too much?
No. It's fine. And this?
That one's, Know what? It's getting late. I'll introduce you tomorrow.
Es decir, que somos vecinos. La vecina de al lado. Muy bien.
It's a little bare, but should be enough to get you through the night. If you want anything else, we can always get it.
There is one thing. My money. You guys owe me 2,000, remember?
Ahí estamos, el dinero, Ico.
And we'd love to settle up, especially since this was your first job for us, but...
That's it?
Sorry. We spent the rest preparing for the mission. That really is it. But not now.
Gracias.
I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow, so I can pay you after.
And you're sure about that?
Of course, as long as you help, that is. Wait, then I'd have to pay you for that too. Never mind.
No, 2,000's enough. That's what we agreed on, so that'll be the price. With what you gave me, that leaves 1,500.
You're the best. I'll see you bright and early at the bar then. Thanks again for everything. Sleep tight.
Claro. No, si al final no me pagan.
Guess it's time for introductions.
Alguien no ha cenado. Joder, cómo le suenan las tripas. Nada. No sabía que esto fuera de zombies.
You okay in there?
Cuidado que es un zombie.
Coming in.
Eso que tiene hambre. Pero es lo mismo. Se te atascó, güey.
Cloud, stop!
Get back inside! Get off me!
What are you doing to Marco? This is his apartment. He's got a few problems, but he's not a bad guy. The landlady asked me to check on him now and then to make sure he's okay. Can I ask you to do the same?
Sure.
El número significará algo. ¿De qué? No tengo ni idea porque no me pasé el original. Qué bonito día hace. Nah. Esta cojona no quiere entrar. Aquí tampoco quiere entrar. Pues nada.
Well, now, you must be Cloud.
¿Y tú debes ser la casera? ¿La ves?
So how'd you like the place?
Todas las caseras suelen ser viejas.
I've been around.
I'll bet. No matter. All kinds come through with all kinds of reasons. If you ever need an ear to bend, I'll lend you mine. Can be about anything, even Tifa.
What's she to you?
The granddaughter I never had. And if you hurt her, I'll take it out of your hide. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. Now you'd best get a move on to 7th Heaven. She's got a head start on you and then some.
Vale.
Is your face always that pale? You're not getting enough sleep.
La verdad es que duermo muy mal. Pero bueno. Es lo que hay. A ver. A ver que aquí me pierdo. Creo que era por aquí. No hay nadie. Bueno. Tenía que ir al bar de anoche y no me acuerdo dónde coño está. Por aquí sé que no. Pero no sé qué narices hay aquí. Modo exploración. Vale. Pues no hay mucho que hacer aquí, por no decir absolutamente nada. A ver. Ah, vale, si tengo ahí... No lo he visto, lo arriba. Te acompaña en tus aventuras. Vale. No, qué guay.
Hey man, check it out. This song's pretty sweet, ain't it? You like it? You feeling it? Have a copy.
I mean, what's money good for? Not to spend on a pretty face. Know what I'm saying?
Joder, parece que estén pegando a un gato o algo. No sé, suena muy mal. Y por aquí ya no hay nada más. Tampoco es que se pueda hacer mucho, pero bueno. Voy a ir directo a donde tengo que ir. Y ya está. A ver si me dan el dinero.
Morning.
Hey.
Just so you know, Marlene's still asleep. Let's get down to business, shall we?
Huh?
These water filters won't replace themselves. Although the next batch probably could, if Jessie put her mind to it. Most every home in the area has one. Folks love them because they practically eliminate the rotten egg smell. Honestly, they make us more money than this place. And it's easy money too. We bring new filters, collect the old ones, and get paid. What?
Give me a break. I'm not a salesman. I'm a soldier.
Which is why no one will refuse to pay. What do you say? Please?
Let's get this over with.
Great. And while we're at it, I'll give you the grand tour.
Pues nada.
Go ahead and keep whatever we collect. Seeing as you didn't bring any luggage, I'm guessing there's stuff you need to buy.
Thanks.
And don't worry. We'll pay you the difference after. Barrett's out making his rounds too.
Espérate a estar contigo para hablar, ¿no? Joder, esto de los juegos que se ponen ahí a hablar cuando estás ahí en otro lado. Ahí no hay música. Pues nada. No me digas que se ha ido sin mí. Ah, no, está aquí. Ahí me ha gustado, me esperen. A ver.
The new Loveless musical was absolutely brilliant.
So,
Some creepy dude who hit on me. All the items you could want, straight from the place. No matter your needs or your budget, our wide selection.
Hey there. Here to change out your water filter.
Tifa, baby, how you doing? Been waiting for you to... Wait, who's he?
Cloud's in charge of collections. He'll take your money.
Sounds like a pretty sweet gig. If you ever need someone to fill in, I'm your man.
In your dreams, maybe.
Huh?
Cloud! Since we're here, maybe we should do a little shopping.
Suppose I could take a look?
Puedo vender armas. A ver qué puedo comprar. Mira, esto de curación. De curación ya tengo. ¿Y esto para qué es? ¿Y aquí cuánto dice? ¿Cuánto tengo? Ah, vale, abajo, vale. Uno de estos. Y una ignea. Ah, ignea tengo dos. Ah, mierda. Ah, no, tengo una. Una y una. Y esta... Me da una mierda por lo mío y lo suyo es todo caro, qué cabrón. Como en todos los negocios de segunda mano.
Especially if Teef is with you.
We'll see you around.
Una estafa.
Okay? And let us know when your filter next needs changing.
Pues nada.
What's a girl like Tifa doing running around with a gun?
Te estoy escuchando. ¿Y la música esa? No me deja cogerla. ¡Hala! Que me cuelo.
All the items you could want, straight from the plate. No matter your needs or your budget.
He's a regular. Stock up here and he might throw in a freebie or two.
For you, maybe.
Well, you could try being a little nicer.
To get free shit? Not my style.
Our next stop is Stargazer Heights. Landlady's a client.
Just met her.
Then you know what to expect. Remember, she's a good friend of Avalanche, so be nice. Please.
Can't help but take a little pleasure in their panic. More than a little.
Apparently it was done by a terrorist group called Avalanche. This isn't the first time they've caused trouble.
Hey, Marl. Got some filters for ya.
Tifa, my dear, dear girl. Oh, what's he doing here?
Pues él me ha visto cenar.
Be nice. Cloud's helping me with collections.
You better take care of her.
I'm pretty good at taking care of myself, you know.
That I do. Still, better him than you. No charm, no wit. Big sword, but no skills.
I've got skills.
Be nice.
I'm doing my best.
You're looking awfully glum. Are you getting enough sleep? A good long rest will cure anything, I tell you.
A tried and true lesson for life on the ground floor. Am I right?
That you are. Now, your money.
Thanks, Marl. You take care of yourself.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Vale, pues me he hecho una siesta.
Any heartache.
Marl's great. She helped get me set up back in the day.
You been here a while now?
5 years, give or take.
The watch is saying they're gonna
But
step up
never
their
mind
game.
that. We've got to get you your money. Last stop is the weapons store.
With the bombing and all, they're trying extra hard to recruit.
Okay.
Hey, if it isn't Tifa.
You here for the filter?
Hey! That last filter didn't do shit!
We're so sorry about that. Hopefully this one will work better.
Save your excuses and get out!
All right. If you could just settle your bill, we'll be on our way.
The hell? You charging me for your busted-ass goods?
My associate handles payment disputes.
Think you can move me up in here and have it your way?
Pretty please.
Thank you very much. Seeing as we're done with our rounds and you've got a small fortune now, why not take a gander at the weapons?
Well, when will Barrett be back with the rest?
Before we open up tonight. It'll be a while yet, so... What do you want to do?
Don't really know.
In that case, I've got a suggestion.
Vale.
Want to hear it? If you're serious about becoming a merc, then you're going to need to start making connections. It's not what you know, but who you know, you know?
Another lesson for life on the ground floor.
Yep. Connections get you jobs. Jobs build your rep. And more rep gets you better connections.
How do I start?
Why not help out the neighborhood watch? They're mostly volunteers, but you'll get to know people.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't see anybody at the office, so let's head up top.
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own. Come and check out our selection. Speak with our friendly staff to find the perfect weapon.
Bueno, vale.
We gotta do something about the monsters on Scrap Boulevard.
I'll head on down there first thing tomorrow.
Not alone, you won't.
Huh. Didn't know you were holding down the fort.
Huh? Oh, hey, Cloud. Looking to join the neighborhood watch?
That depends. What does this neighborhood watch do?
Lots of stuff, really. Our top priority is taking care of any beasts that wander into town. That, and teaching the locals how to defend themselves.
Like they say, the only one who will look out for you is you.
Cloud's a great fighter, but only we know that. If no one knows him, no one will hire him. Thought if he joined the watch, he could get his name out there.
That would work for everybody.
Truth be told, we could really use your help. We can't pay you in gil, but we'll work something out. For example... Aha! What about your sword? I could mod it for you.
No thanks. It's fine just the way it is.
What? You some kind of purist? I know I'd never pass up a chance to improve my gear.
Sí que sí, vamos.
At least let me show you how it's done.
Bueno. Ataque físico. Ataque mágico. Pues ya está. Vale.
All set? Needless to say, you'll have to try it out to appreciate the difference.
Thanks.
Pues ya está.
We'll do you one better. Spread the word to everyone who'll listen about the new merc in town.
Between him and Wedge, there isn't anyone they don't know.
I'll march through the streets singing your praises, even on an empty stomach.
So, where are these monsters?
Scrap Boulevard. Good hunting.
Hey, Cloud, I'll come with.
No, I've got this.
But you don't know the way, do you?
Lead on.
Sure thing. I know these streets better than anyone.
Bueno.
So, looks like we're having a bad
Vale, pero que nada.
getting more sleep.
Uno ya se ha rendido. Me voy a ir para allá.
Past the barricades, supposed to keep the monsters out. Anyway, we should prepare, just in case.
That sword's massive. What does he throw again? Good luck, Tifa, and be careful.
Here's Scrap Boulevard.
I can see why monsters would feel right at home.
Dicen ella que tenga cuidado. A mí no me
The
dicen
more we
nada.
pile up, the more they show up. And there's
Toma,
our
bicharracos.
first challenger. Show me what you got, Cloud.
Here it comes.
Pues nada.
Oh, so that's what a soldier looks like in action.
This is just a warm-up.
I'll bet. Let's keep at it.
A matar bichos, lo más normal. Voy a seguir.
Deal with that.
Vale.
I got
Bueno.
this.
Quiero probar aquí otros personajes.
Gotcha. Bring it.
Caderas.
Gotcha. That's that. You're good at this. Charging in like it was nothing.
You too. It's a little surprising.
Well, I've been here 5 years now. If you don't look out for yourself, no one else will. By the way, that one's gonna be on the test.
This is a lesson.
Gotta learn if you're gonna stick around. Okay, come on. Let's route this out.
The fuck? Ok. Vale, lo de gastado a lo tonto. A ver lo de chakra. Toma ya.
All right, I think that might be the last of them.
You won't stay gone for long.
Of course not. Even so, folks will be grateful for the peace and quiet in the meantime. A win's a win, you know?
True.
Trust me, it'll do wonders for your rep. Right. Let's go check in with Biggs and Wedge.
Vamos para allá. No. Por ahí me imagino que también se podrá.
Doesn't look like a merc. That sword's massive.
Searching for candidates.
I hear you sell swords. Hey, you just opened up shop in the area. Call us if you see trouble.
Take a picture, why don't you?
Pues está a tomar por culo, tú. Me jodas.
Think we could get some money?
Oh, please give me a job.
You can't hide forever.
My sister.
Me estoy yendo.
Tifa's got an knack for serving.
A ver.
We're gonna find the best.
Guy who lives over there.
Hey, you just opened up shop in the area.
You know, there's a hole in the break room roof. We should probably get that fixed.
You hear someone got rid of him?
Back already?
Got
Ahí
every
estamos.
last one too. Now the slum should be safe.
You guys are machines.
Good job. Meanwhile, we told everyone we could about you.
So I heard. I've got to ask though. What did you tell them?
It's all right. All you gotta do is keep up the good work. It'll pay off soon enough, I promise.
How's the sword, by the way?
Good.
Glad to hear it. Seems like the perfect fit for you.
Yeah. We've been through a lot.
Otra vez. Ay, con los dolores de cabeza del pavo. El psicólogo, chico.
been meaning to ask. After you left the village...
Está volviendo loco. Ahí teniendo
It's a
visiones y
long
todo.
story.
I've got time. Why don't you tell me all about it while we try to rustle up some more work for you?
That sounds great. I'll come too.
Oh, no, you won't.
What?
Run along now, you two.
Sorry,
Go on.
maybe next time.
No fair.
Think about it for a second. They haven't seen each other in years. You'd be a third wheel.
Hey, before we get back to it, why don't you check out the weapons?
No need.
Come on, the dealer's probably heard all about you by now. Might treat you better.
I don't know about that.
You hear someone
Vale.
got rid of all the monsters on Scrap Boulevard?
No, that was supposed to be me.
You hear someone got rid of all the monsters on Scrap Boulevard?
Hostia, esos se estaban repitiendo todo el rato.
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a
Ah,
weapon
que
of
está.
your own. Come and check out our
Joder,
selection.
más grande que la mía.
Speak with our friendly staff
Hold
to
on.
find the perfect weapon
Pensaba que era
for
imposible.
your
Merc that'll
needs.
take on any monster. You the man?
Word spreads fast around here.
What if I am?
Sorry about before. I get antsy when business is slow. Man in your line of work needs weapons, no? Why not try that one on for size? Yours on the house.
Toma.
Badass like you rocking my weapons is good advertising. Think about it.
Fine.
Or if you want to take a look at something else.
Just a look.
A ver. Ah, también puedo vender las armas que tengo. Ah, vale, eso esto. Ya digo yo. A ver, accesorios. Vale. Muy bien, pero no tengo dinero para nada, así que... Un 5%. Espíritu, magia... Ah, voy a comprarlo. Okay.
Since you've got yourself a new weapon, let's see if we can't put it to good use. Come on, let's go chat up Weimer.
Who?
The guy who tracks all the requests that come to the watch. You never know. Could toss some work your way.
Where's he at?
Oh, he should be back at the office by now.
Searching for candidates.
Hey there, Tifa. You need a helping hand?
Actually, I wanted to introduce you to an old friend of mine. This is Cloud. He's a merc.
Ah, you don't say. Well, we're always on the lookout for experienced fighters to help us deal with the bigger critters.
I'll take on anything. For the right price, that is.
Experienced and cocky, huh? If it's a challenge you want, I might have a few good ones. Your clients can fill you in on the details. Prove yourself at these jobs, and I'll see if I can't find you some more.
Thanks.
Misiones secundarias.
Candidate detected. Performing physical analysis. Sizable weapon, excellent cardiovascular health and impressive lung capacity. Perfectly balanced muscle and bone structure. An optimal candidate. My name is Chadley. I'm an intern for Shinra's Research and Development Division. I hope you'll be interested in helping me with my research. Please accept this as a down payment. I would like you to set that assess materia in your equipment and use it to gather intelligence in battle. This data
¿Quieres robar
will develop
información?
new types of materia.
I'm not interested in working for Shinra.
You should know that I work actively to undermine Shinra's efforts. I'm sure you of all people can appreciate the tremendous power of materia, as well as how it might be wielded against your corporate enemies. And if you later decide that I am not worthy of your trust, do what you do best.
I will hold you to that.
Excellent! Then we shall work together so long as you deem fit. Once you've completed your task, Please return and report to me.
Vale. Más misiones secundarias. Bien. ¿Y ahora qué? Ah, tengo que hacerlas.
You'll never want for work around here if you prove yourself useful.
Please set the orb of assessed materia to your equipment and use it to gather battle intel.
Vale. Ah, vale, esto es la tifa. Ok. Porque esta consume y esta no. Ay, coño. Vale. Pues esto no me lo tenía que haber pillado, sí. Pues no, porque para lo que hace es +1/+1 y ya está. Pues para ti. Hala. Pues ya está. Y a ver qué más mejoras puedo hacer. Ya creo que con esto ya estaría.
Please set the orb of assessed materia to your
La
equipment
materia.
and use it to gather battle intel.
La
Please
materia.
set the orb of assessed materia to your equipment and use
Ah, coño, vale.
it to
Hey,
gather
tú.
battle intel.
No. Aquí. Materia de análisis. Pues ya está.
You're gonna have to talk to your clients if you want all the details.
Vale, pues ya está. No me dan mucha información de qué narices hacer.
Hey, you just opened up shop in the area, didn't you?
Voy a ir aquí. Ah, espera. Pues nada, me queda un poco tocado. Aquí. Vale.
Hey, you just opened up shop in the area, didn't you? I hear you sell swords. Please set the orb of assessed materia to your equipment and use it to gather battle intel. You're our go-to monster singer.
Heard you cleaned up Scrap Boulevard.
Nice job, buddy.
Don't screw this up.
You're dead.
Okay, let's go.
No surprises there.
Let's end this quick.
Not a problem.
Take the lead.
All set. Bring it. See ya. Ha. Gotcha. Not bad. There. Too late.
Come on.
See ya. Bye. Yeah, bingo. See ya. It's over. Bye. Too late.
¿Qué?
There. No need to.
¿Dónde estaba ahí? Ya toda la información sobre dicho enemigo.
We can do. Better. Yeah, bingo. What? See ya. Gotcha.
Not bad.
I won't lose. Come on. No need to.
Número vencido.
I'm waiting.
Vale. Pues ya está. Joder, qué inútil.
Would kill for a shower.
That should be enough intel for the kid.
Más, pues sí. A ver, crío, ya está.
Cloud, you were the first to gather the data I requested. Here is the rest of your payment. I have developed new materia. Would you like to see it?
Vamos. Joder. Deshace mejoras efectuadas en las armas. Ah. Materia de análisis, como que no. Bueno. Pues ya
I
está.
plan to develop more materia in the future. Together, we can harness enough power to take down Shinra. I'll keep preparing more battle intel reports, which I hope you will assist me in completing.
Tómalo, bro.
That went well. Could be you found your calling.
Was alright, I guess.
Think of each job as an opportunity. Not to make money, but to build connections.
It's not what you know, but who.
You remembered.
Not a patient teacher.
Maybe not so patient next time.
Oh boy.
Oh, Barrett should have finished collecting his share of the money by now. So what do you want to do? Head back to the bar?
Why?
I hear you sell swords.
There's a lot of people that could use your help.
Get off on the right foot.
You know how turf can be a touchy subject.
Qué coñazo. Bueno, vamos.
So they blew up a reactor. My husband decided to go to... Just imagine.
Mira, aquí hay algo. Uf, al tío que no le caigo bien porque soy mejor que él.
Tifa, welcome back. And you, the new merc in town looking for work, right?
Yeah.
In that case, maybe you could do something about the Doom Rats? Them and their were-rat buddies have been tearing up town, looking for food and whatnot. Got into the store and made one hell of a mess, let me tell you. Oh, you think that's funny, do you? Don't lie. I saw you crack a smile. Well, do the job and you can laugh it up for all I care. Anyway, they're probably nesting in the outskirts. Now I've heard a were-rat in pain will call its friends for help. And the whole rat pack will come running just like that.
Bueno.
Figure the pack must be nesting somewhere just outside of town. Good hunting.
Vale.
All the items you can want. Straight from the plate. No matter your needs. A friend of actor. If you're interested.
Mira, ahí están. No había ido antes y no había nada. Ahora hay 4 ratas. Ya está, termina.
What do you think? Should we wait? You know, this might be a waste of time. Let's head back to the store and touch base for now.
Vale. Como quieras. Pero antes...
Solid gold. Ornamental. Rich people have...
Hello, hello! Oh, what do we have here? I'm guessing you're that merc I've heard so much about. At a shop, are you? People were right. You look like you can handle yourself. So some drakes have made themselves at home in the abandoned Talagar factory. Can't have that kind of trouble around here. My regulars will do anything to get their hands on the scrap in there, and if they run into those drakes, they could get hurt.
I'll handle it.
Much obliged, sir. Head on over to the old Talagar factory and talk to Narjan. He's the watchman guarding the entrance. Good luck. I'm counting on you, my friend.
Vale. Comprar uno que tiene. Objetos. Paso. Voy a ir antes a la tienda. A ver si me da algo o me dice algo. Porque ya me he cargado las ratas esas. Creo que era eso lo que tenía que hacer, ¿no?
Well, rats too much to handle? I'm just messing with you. Heard you took out some were-rats, which is nice and all, but the job was to wipe out the doom rats. No biggie. Get back out there and finish the job, and we're good. Don't look so glum. It's only a matter of time until they show. You'll get
No hay
them
más.
this time for sure.
Qué coñazo. Y la canción esa no la puedo pillar, así que va. Los ocupas de la fábrica, joder. Me da pereza. Vamos a ver qué es. O sea que no hay nada que hacer.
Stay away from me!
Hold it! Settle down now.
Ya la han liado.
Get off me, assholes! I didn't do shit!
Shut up, punk!
Or what, huh? Screw you! Ow, ow,
What's
come
going
on,
on?
man. Why you gotta do me
Somebody
like
went and
that?
stole some
Just
blasting
messing
data from a
with you.
Shinra warehouse. So public security started asking questions, and you know how Johnny gets.
It's because of the reactor bombing, I bet. I could be wrong, but something tells me they're not gonna settle for just roughing him up this time.
We've got to save him, Cloud.
Is he Avalanche?
No. He doesn't really know what we did. But he has his suspicions. And he's a talker. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should go along.
I'm coming.
Are you sure?
It's the least I can do. Lead on.
Thanks. Come on.
Pues vamos. Reclama tu recompensa. Rescata al Johnny, vamos, al Johnny. ¿Qué ha pasado, Johnny? Qué exagerado.
Come on. Let's get a closer look.
Any way to treat a model citizen of Midgard?
Model citizens don't steal blasting, Agent. So why don't you tell me why your ID popped when we were going over the warehouse logs? Huh? You got it all wrong. I've never gone anywhere near a Shinra warehouse. That's my ID. Your ID was never lost, dumbass. Never got you inside a Shinra installation in the first place. You'll take all the time you need to help me with the story.
I swear, all he had to do was keep his mouth shut.
Yep.
Anyway, you distract the officers and I'll figure something out.
Pues vamos para allá. A quedarse un ratito descansando. No. Anda, recuperas vida y todo. Podría hacer alguna acción, como que se caiga un bote o algo. Sería guapo.
Let him go.
Who are you? The cavalry?
Joder, otra vez los perros esos tan feos.
Hell yeah! You guys really came to save me! Ow!
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Here we go.
Try this.
Let's finish this.
Termina.
What now?
He's a talker.
Huh? Whoa! Whoa!
No!
You're not gonna... Hold up! Wait! Don't do it, man!
You want to live? Then get the hell out of town.
You got it, boss! You ain't never gonna see my face again! I swear!
Are you sure about this? It's a big risk.
I know, but it's fine.
And them?
No more. Cloud, you're scaring me. We need to go before they wake up. I'm worried about Johnny.
I'm more worried about us. We gotta go, right?
Right.
What?
It's just... you've really changed.
How?
I suppose it's... yeah. Your eyes. They used to be less...
It's the Mako. Soldier, remember?
I remember. So, what do you want to do now? Head back to the bar, or do you want to tackle another job or two?
Pues no sé.
There are monsters on the plate too, right? That's not fair.
I've seen that poster.
If you think about it.
Sí que grande esto, Me voy a explorar un poco antes de ir al bar y terminar. Pero joder.
My husband was in sector.
Y aquí ya termina.
The graveyard's off limits. Wouldn't want you to be.
Bueno, a ver el mapa. Tienda de objetos.
Words, Avalanche. You'll pay for your crime.
Think there'll be any emergency?
Boy, I'd love to work on the plane.
They found out it's fun.
If you think about it,
I've seen that poster.
There are monsters on the plate too, right? Hey, the area.
The factory's off limits. Factory's off limits. Drakes have been spotted inside. Huh? Wait a minute. Tifa? Don't tell me you're here to take care of those things.
Eso parece, pero no ella,
In
sino
that case, be my
el plot,
guest.
pero bueno.
We believe there's at least 2 groups lurking somewhere inside the factory. Find and cull them all.
Pues nada.
Let's end this quick.
Not a problem.
Don't overdo it.
Let me handle this. See ya.
Hey.
Better. Bring it. Come on.
That it?
Por fin que la Tifa está con nosotros. Vale.
Won't be tough.
Of course not.
You're done. That's that.
No surprises there.
Pum, 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 pum. Voy como nos enfrentamos a eso.
Locked up tight.
I'm ready for you.
Ya, cacho salto. Ah, si estos tienen poder aquí, vuelan y todo.
Let's do this.
Wow.
That's the way to do it.
Damn it.
poco laberíntico todo esto. Vale. Pues entonces ha ido por el buen camino. Mira que estaba pensando que iba mal o algo. No.
Nothing to it.
Vale. No. Vale, yo entendí. Una medalla. Se va a poner la llave o algo. Nada. No. Pues lo de la llave no sé dónde está.
Locked up tight.
Porque no la tengo ni nada. ¿Cómo es que vuelvo a ver aquí enemigos?
You're good at this.
Told you so.
Vale. No. Nada pasó.
Piece of cake.
Estas sí que se rompen, ¿no? Vale, vale.
So long. Let's go.
Vamos para allá. Vale, voy a ir para allá. A ver si encuentro algo. Yo por aquí no he ido. Esta la cosa está. Por lo de la llave esa no tengo ni idea de dónde coño estará. Hoy me he recorrido todo esto y nada, así que me imagino que me lo encontraré en algún otro lado. Me la darán, yo qué sé.
Give 'em hell.
Bueno, ya está hecho, ¿eh?
The factory's open for business again. While it is okay to enter...
Vale.
Factory now. You should still come prepared. Make sure you're geared up before you go.
Oh, vamos para allá.
The planet's a living being. I think we
Lot more people than you.
Our daughter. Please give me a job.
So this is
My sister on the plate. I saw Johnny fly out of his place.
Para que no es...
Yes, enjoy it.
Don't take your eyes off.
You ever take a...
It's on you.
I got this. Not so tough. Ha! Gotcha. Put him down. Yeah, there. Keep it up. I'm not going out like this.
I've got this. Brace yourself. Sloppy. Let's finish it.
Joder, qué guapo.
That didn't need to be so messy.
No, todavía no. Hostias. Permite usar piro, permite usar cura. No. Magia, Cloud. Ah, vale, tengo piro y cura. Vale, es que como solamente me salía ahí cura, digo, hostia, yo no tengo piro.
Got rid of those drakes in the factory, did you? What a relief. I can't wait to give my regulars the good news. You're the real deal, all right. Keep it up, and I can see you going far as a merc in this town. I've worked with my fair share over the years, so believe me when I say that I know what I'm talking about. Anyway,
Okay.
you're needed over at the Pillar. Apparently another flying bastard stirring up trouble. Bet you can't get enough of this, huh?
Well...
No, I get it. If you're good at something, might as well make it your living. May not know you, but I know a man who's found his calling when I see one. Keep at it. I switch out my stock every so often, so drop by when you're in the neighborhood, huh? Welcome! I'm always getting in new stuff to keep up with the latest trends. You won't be disappointed.
Nah, pues.
Always a pleasure. If you're planning to, might want to buy some extra supplies first.
A ver. Ok. El nuevo capataz de... Esto está la mejor, ¿ves? Vale, me voy para allá y ya está, no completo más que... Llamaré las secundarias.
All the items you can want.
A ver, el pesado.
Those doom rats, huh? Thanks, guys. You're the greatest. Was so dead in here, I thought I might have to close up shop for good. Hey, got an idea. Hear me out. If the guy who took care of the town's rat problem told everybody where he liked to shop, well, what do you say? I'll make it worth your while, of course. Give you some incentive. Top you up to Weimer and my customers, and anybody else who listen. You'll be swimming in work before you know it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay then, that's what I like to hear. Seventh Heaven, the new merc in town and my little store. I can see it now. We're gonna clean up.
Pues no, otra cosa menos. He terminado eso y ahora se me ha metido aquí otra. Es terminar una misión y ya te meten otra de soplo. Anda. Vamos para acá.
And here we are. You must be tired.
Same as you.
Un poco.
Could use a little something to take the edge off, right? How about a refreshing cocktail made by yours truly that you can sit back and savor?
Vale.
Yeah, I'm feeling it a bit too. Hey, do you think you'll stick around a little longer?
Maybe. Work for a minute, build up some savings.
I see. In that case, want to head back out and look for more gigs?
Vale.
Yeah, why not?
Well, you want to head inside?
No. ¿Te quiere dar un paseo?
We won't be getting any more shipments until the trains start again.
A ver, la niña esta. Es por... Vale. La última misión ya está. A ver a la niñita.
Oh, hey there. Is Marlene with you?
No.
Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping she could help me find my friends.
I know someone who can help you. This guy right here.
Really? Okay, let me tell you all about them. They have long arms and legs, and they're a little skinny. They like places where there's food, and nice people will give them treats when they ask. And small spaces. Oh yeah, and they're all cats.
I'm looking for cats.
They're friendly, so if you call them, they'll come running. All 3 of them. Find my friends, please. I told Dad we're getting married and moving topside.
¿Qué he hecho? He aceptado una misión para buscar gatos. Lo que me faltaba ya por ver.
Hey, you got another job for you, Merc. A certain shopkeeper told me you paid him a visit. Thanks for helping him out. Just so happens there's another job I'd like to offer you. Now that I know you can handle yourself in a fight. You've got a real killer on the loose, you see. A rabid catch dog. Maybe you heard people talking about it. Shinramuk gone feral. Last sighting was in Scrap Boulevard.
Bien.
I hope you will continue to help me gather vital information for my research.
Claro que sí. Pero por lo poco que ofreces... Que sí, vamos. Tengo que buscar unos gatos. 3. ¿Dónde? Ni puñetera idea. Pero voy a acabar con el bicho ese. Aquí estamos, en el sitio en el cual solamente aparecen bicharracos. ¿Eso qué es, una vaca? Ah, no.
No turning back. Take the lead.
All set. Pour it on. This will help.
El taconazo. Mierda.
I got this. That'll do.
Come on.
Calling fire.
Que se escapa. No creo que haya ido por ahí, ¿no? Dime que no. Pues sí. Se ha ido por la entrada.
Hey, over here. Tifa. Hey, Cloud.
¿Este quién es?
I drove the Hound into the area up ahead. He's pissed, so make sure you're ready.
Joder.
Focus. All right. That's it.
Bring it.
It's on you.
Let me handle this. Not throwing in the towel. Take that,
Hang back. Gotta be careful. I see you. Not looking good. I won't give up. Still in it.
All set. It's not over yet. Gotta be slow. I won't.
Hey, Tifa. You alright?
Guess I might
Bien
have to
hecho.
walk some home.
Took care of the dog, did you? Phew, we owe you one.
Gotta say, I've never seen a Shinra breed like that before. Out of curiosity, when exactly did it show up?
Oh, today. The first reports came in just this morning. Why do you ask? Wait a minute. There's this crazy story about a Shinra research lab hidden right beneath our feet under the slums.
Huh. Really? That's news to me.
And here I thought you might know something I don't. Well, I guess not.
It's a big organization. I'm sure there's lots of secrets I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. You got the bastard. That's good enough for me.
Okay.
I'll bet a lot of people are talking about you right now. There's this amazing merc who can handle anything.
Nothing I've done around here has been all that special, though.
Oh, so you want more of a challenge, huh?
I guess he's got his uses.
Bueno.
I get it now. Kind of like...
¿Qué más había? La fuga de los gatos es otra misión. No sé. Si me encuentro algún gato bien, si no, pues también. Ah, mira. Este es uno de los gatos, ¿no? ¿O no?
I'm trying to get a cat to come out. It snatched one of my pastries and scurried in there. Will you be a dear and lend me a hand?
Sí, pero está ahí, está ahí el gato, es este. Ah, aquí hay otro. Este es otro gato. Mira. Coño, le das a la niña 3 de esos gatos. Será por gatos, ¿no? Joder, tanto gato en un sitio. Ya esto no les puedo hacer nada. Pues nada. Ya está.
Oh, for the love of... I'm sick and tired of chasing this little guy around.
Missed out on my chance to live next door to
¿Qué es de Tifa?
You ever take
I'm guessing you're the merc who dealt with those damn rats? That wasn't me who put in the request, but as a resident of Covert Street, I appreciate what you did.
Bueno.
You know, a lot of folks say the shops on Covert Street
Wait, did you hear that just now? I think one of Betty's cats might be nearby.
Yes, enjoy yourself.
That was definitely a cat. I wonder if it's one of Betty's.
Hope he's okay.
No le puedo ayudar.
Last I knew he was posted in Reactor 1.
we won't be getting any more shipments.
You've built quite the reputation on what side of the ring. Do you think you're stronger than the people in the neighborhood? But
Didn't she send...
There's this one dude in the walk.
It's just me, or they're more stressed.
Más gatos. Joder, aquí hay un montón de gatos, pero todos es como que se reúnen en un... Tienen sus lugares de reunión y ya está.
Oh, their cuteness moves me to tears. But their fur makes my nose...
There's this one dude in the watch who's like a genius cat whisperer.
I still can't believe that nice.
I'm not gonna let you sleep.
There's no space, man.
Have you ever tried
Please.
sleeping?
Yeah. Have you ever heard the phrase living hand to mouth?
Screw this.
Me encanta cómo piensa el Cloud. Paso, yo también.
What? They ran away? So, we're never gonna see them again?
No. Mierda, ahí están.
You guys! You came back! They said that a scary man was chasing them.
Por un momento pensaba que era el mismo, que se había ido a otro lado. Y no, es que los tres son totalmente iguales. Bueno, pues ya está, misión terminada. Voy a terminar el capítulo bien, ¿no? Voy a hacer esa otra. Capítulo 3. Bienvenido a las misiones secundarias. Suena un poco mormo, pero bueno.
Tifa, you won't believe this. A cerulean drake flew in from the train graveyard, but these two clowns refused to get up their butts and do anything about it. Hey, is that? It is you, the new Merc. Then maybe you can help us out. The drake is in the old telegraph factory over there. But to reach it, you'll need to get a hold of a watch security key. You should be able to find one inside one of the crates. I forget which. Just smash them all.
Okay.
To reach the drake, you'll need to get past a locked door in the factory. So long as you can track down one of our security keys, access shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. Vale, entonces no sé, voy a ir para allá.
If it ain't the Merc himself.
Aunque creo que por aquí no puedo ir. Porque es lo de la puerta esa, ¿no? Vale.
Let's end this quick.
¿Cómo lo has sabido?
Don't hold back.
You got
No tengo la llave, ¿a que no?
Damn it.
¿Ves? Pues nada, ahí no puedo ir. ¿Qué eso es eso? Encargos. Completado. Detallada. Cierre. Claro, necesito una llave, ya lo sé, y se encuentra en una caja de la fábrica. Me encanta que bien te explican aquí las cosas. Manolo, ponte a buscar cajas, a ver si encuentras una llave. Pues me he tirado todo el rato haciendo eso y no he encontrado absolutamente nada. Ah, mira. Joder, ahora la he encontrado, la primera. Puede que hasta que no pidas la misión no encuentras la llave.
That the key?
Yeah.
Vale.
Keep your cool.
No need to worry.
Hostias.
Time to burn. Here we go.
Let me handle this. Bring it up.
Pay attention. You're
Toma
good
ya.
at this.
Told you so.
Pues... No, voy a ver si hay algo en estas cajas. Opciones. Bueno, pues nada. No de mucha servido, pero bueno.
I won't lose.
Bring it.
Recently, a rather aggressive monster from the train graveyard.
Ya está.
And there he is. I knew you were the right man for the job. There's no denying you're the real deal. Not like these idiots with their excuses. Rather have one of you than 20 of them.
They're just doing their jobs. Can't expect them to be at your beck and call.
What exactly is it you're trying to say?
You need people who can follow orders, too.
I see now. Heard you were ex-Shinra. Guess I shouldn't be surprised you'd go to bat for your old buddies. Me, I'm just looking out for my people. All there is to it. Hell with you. We can take care of this town ourselves. No more mercs or Shinra. We'll build up the watch and kick you all out.
Bueno.
Okay.
Vaya.
That's another solid gig in the books. You know, the whole town is really impressed with what you've done. Keep it up, and you'll have enough work to keep you fed for a lifetime.
All thanks to you.
Joder.
And don't you forget it.
So where do we get paid? The shop or something?
Yeah, but why don't we head back to the apartments first? Take a quick breather.
Which lesson was that again?
Lesson 1. Got it? Anyway, let's go.
Ah, por fin los dos solos.
I think we all know that our daughter deserves it. They were saying there's parts of
Those bikes are reserved.
glad we no longer have a rat problem.
Don't take your eyes off
A friend?
Oh, hey. Thanks for helping
Thanks to the awesome. Good riddance to those rodents.
Oh,
Good riddance to those rodents.
My husband decided to go to...
What's gonna happen to Miko?
Huh? Someone's back awful early. Not that I mind. Would you two be dears and swap your filters out for me? I left them in your rooms.
Sure thing.
Not so fast, you. Do me a favor. She needs a friend. A real friend.
We're already friends.
So when she talks, are you really listening? Thinking about her and her feelings? Or are you just going through the motions? Go on.
Vale. Bueno.
Let's take care of this real quick, okay?
Sure.
Come over when you're done.
Joder, lo que dura el capítulo. Largo de narices. Y en parte las secundarias eran como obligatorias, se podría decir. Sí, descansa. Vale. No hay mucho que se pueda hacer aquí. Par de dormir y lavarse la cara. No. Ah, reparar lo que ha dicho la señora. Cierto. Cambiar el filtro del grifo. Vale. Me he hecho una siesta y tampoco parece que haya pasado mucho el tiempo.
Give me one sec.
Hostia,
I'll
qué
be done
susto.
in a bit.
Se me ha dado tiempo hasta dormir y todo.
Finally. So, after you left the village, I let you off the hook before, back at the hall, but not this time.
Well, when we were kids, everybody wanted to be a soldier, right?
Yeah, I remember they were on the news every day during the war.
Thing is, by the time I finally made it in, they didn't need heroes anymore. It was nothing like what we dreamt of. It was just working for Shinra. Just...
I'm sorry. I know it's a touchy subject.
Not exactly small talk. Especially with someone you haven't seen in a while.
I get it. Still, it's kind of funny. Us going our separate ways, thinking that must be it. That we'd never meet again. And then here, of all places, we do. You know what? We should totally celebrate. Let's dress up and hit the town.
Really?
I mean, why not? It'll be fun.
Do you even have fancy clothes?
Not like fancy, but I'll figure something out. What do you think would suit me, huh?
Vamos a ver.
Something exotic?
Really? Then again, if we're making an effort, be sure to pick an outfit that goes with mine, okay?
¿Cómo?
Will do.
This is gonna be so much fun. You'll see.
Yeah. Maybe.
And on that happy note, I think it's time we headed back to the bar. Come on.
You don't need a break?
Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. Marl isn't always right, you know.
Vale. Ya. Aquí no puedo interactuar con nada, ¿no? Pues ya está, vamos.
Hey, Marl. We took care of the filters, so we're gonna head back to the bar now.
Take care, you two. Oh, you're looking pretty chipper.
I don't feel that different.
Must be my imagination, then. Anyway, keep your wits about you, Merc. A token of my appreciation. Be good to her.
Vale. Pues nada. A ver si termino ya el capítulo, porque joder.
Well, you want to head inside?
Oye, no.
Well, you want to head inside? We're back.
Did you have fun?
Lots of fun.
Hey, need y'all downstairs.
Right now? Then the plan is...
Marlene, wanna go wait for Jesse out front?
Okay.
Looks like we're officially on for tomorrow night then. Gotta go over the details with the others.
Before you do, about my pay.
You'll get your money.
Ya
So
te...
sit down and shut up until we're finished. Double time, Tifa.
Ya te pagaremos ese. Como el ya te llamaremos.
I'm really sorry, but it shouldn't take much longer.
Trabaja gratis.
Grab a seat. What'll it be?
Algo fuerte, amargo.
I don't know. Something hard and bitter.
Well, most people would say something sweet right about now.
I'm sure they would.
But you're a more discerning customer, aren't you? In which case... our house special, the Cosmo Canyon.
beautiful.
I gotta go. Enjoy. Hey, you see the news? The reactor bombing was the work of the eco-extremist group Avalanche. Public enemy #1. Gets your heart racing, doesn't it? They don't know our faces, so we're in the clear for now. But we'll want to capitalize on this momentum. Speaking of which, you coming on the next one?
For the right price.
Oh, you can bet I'll be pushing hard for a raise. Tifa will be joining us too, but I don't know. Even a blind man can see her heart's not in it. She was never on board with the bombings, so if it comes down to do or die... If I've got to put my life in someone else's hands, then I'd rather that someone was a professional. Like you.
Could still kill some time.
No puedo usar el ascensor.
The real deal, huh? What was up with that girl anyway?
Pues no puedo hacer nada. Y ahora que no puedo ir... Pues no. Hostias. Que no puedo salir. Ah. Puedo jugar a los dardos. Oye, pues sí que tiene entretenimiento el jueguecito, ¿eh? A jugar. Uy. Ah, vale, vale. Toma ya. Ya lo pillé.
Maybe just chill a bit.
Vale, creo que ya pilla como verá. Ya lo haré mejor.
I heard you're having second thoughts.
I know we have to think big if we're going to make a difference. But not like this. I feel trapped.
If it feels wrong, don't do it.
Guess that's that then.
What, they kick you out?
We agreed to disagree. So, you want another drink?
Tifa! Time to celebrate. Break out all the good stuff.
Oh, sure.
We won't be needing you for this next job. Feel free to look for work elsewhere.
Fine by me. That's how I like it. No contract, no obligation.
Figured you'd say that. Here, the rest of your payment, along with a little extra for your exemplary service.
Toma.
And thus concludes our business. Gonna have to ask you to leave now. This here's a private affair.
Sorry, I tried. We talked it over, but in the end, we didn't want to put so much on you. This is our fight.
Jesse, what's the holdup?
Be right there. No hard feelings, huh?
It's fine.
Let's talk more after I'm done here, okay?
Really, it's fine.
Come on, Jesse, I'm dying here.
I'll catch you later. Sorry to keep you thirsty boys waiting.
Despedido.
That hit the spot.
Damn, Biggs. Slow down.
Keep it tight. Ain't no room for error come tomorrow.
Joder, a uno, no me fastidies. ¿Qué ha pasado? Ah, vale. Queda hacer los puntos justos.
Best way to clear your head so you can focus when it counts.
It's been too long since we did.
Mierda. Joder. A ver. Que lo tengo que hacer bien. Es que ahí la he cagado, pero bien. A ver, a ver. Mal. Pero ¿cómo que fallo? Ya me he cabreado. Vamos, vamos. Coño, con lo bien que iba, no me fastidies. A ver, céntrate en la diana. ¡Ay! Ah. Mierda. $39. Ah. Al 13. Mierda. 26. Coño. Nah, muy mal, muy mal. Te lo hice simple, más fatal, fatal, fatal. Joder, que sé que puedo. Las meto todas. Es que la he cagado en la anterior, tío. En la que he hecho bien. La he cagado ahí por dar a donde no debía. Vale. Mierda puta. Otra vez. Nada. No voy a parar hasta que salga bien. Ay. Vamos, coño. Si es que está chupado esto. ¡No! Puta mierda. Joder. Nah, tío. La tenía que haber hecho bien en su momento y ahora ya no me sale. ¡Ah! Puta mierda. Vale. Hola. Es que lo voy haciendo mal, tío. ¿Qué mierda pasa? Vale. Diana. Vamos. Bien. Vamos, otras 3. Una. 2. Y 3. Perfecto. Ahora sí. Y ahora le das al 1. Y ya estaría. 7 dardos. Ahí estamos. Bien. A ver, sabía yo que al final lo conseguiría.
So long as can't expect anyone but a true believer to stand tall if everything goes sideways. Oh,
pues ya me queda gusto.
Continue.
Tifa's got you covered there. But he was afraid we'd lean on you too much if we took you along. So, where'd we leave off? As if you really gotta ask.
Let me treat you to dinner at my place. I can introduce you to all my cats.
Más gatos, no. Ya tengo un día lleno de gatos.
That tickles!
I guess it is kind of obvious.
You know, it'd be really cool.
So what? Now you give a shit about the cause? Okay, what were we talking about? Oh, we will. Avalanche!
We'll talk later. I promise. Sorry, you were saying?
Bueno, pues nada. Ya he hecho suficiente aquí. Adiós.
What's up with them?
Adiós.
Big guy with a gun for an arm?
Word is he lives in this town. Just shut up and wait. We'll find. Hey, brother. You from around the way?
I guess.
Know a big man with a big gun strapped to his right arm? Heard he set up shop somewhere in the neighborhood.
That depends.
Ah. Clever. Smell an opportunity to make some scratch, do you?
500.
200.
3.
Whatever, man. Let's find somewhere quiet to talk. Walk with me.
Uy, me van a dar una paliza. Eso es lo que yo pienso. Que la paliza se la van a llevar ellos. Tenlo por seguro.
Got something to say? You looking at me?
Solamente hay que ver el espadón que tengo en la espalda. ¿Me van a meter un tío con un espadón de 3 metros? Me va. Un espadón de 1,5 metros.
Look at all these assholes staring at us.
This shithole's got nothing on Walmart. Am I right?
Vamos a ir a donde las ratas.
Word of advice, Blondie. Don't piss off
Que es
my
un
friend
escenario
here. I'm real
de
sorry.
lucha,
Unless you
de
got some
combate.
kind of death wish, then be my guest. After you, brother. And don't worry, I ain't the backstabbing type. Most days.
Por lo general. ¿Eh?
Spill it. You know where the bastard's hiding, don't you?
I told you before.
300.
Oh yeah? You wasted my time.
Shinra's time, you mean?
Shinra knows better than to stick its nose in my boss's business.
Like I give a
Pues
shit.
los corto en pedacitos. ¿Qué hay para cenar? Carne picada.
Try to make dreams now. It's coursing right through me.
Better than ever! Get out of here!
No escape.
I hear it. This is the best time!
Last one. Come on. That it? All right. Shit. That's that.
Lead for me!
Joder.
Big man with a big gun for an arm, right?
Hey,
Why do you want it?
just to run fucking orders, you know? Nobody wants me shit. Let me walk you. Please!
Gotta be careful.
You like that?
Un poco malo sí que soy.
Right.
Fire in the hole! You little
So if they weren't Shinra, then... not my problem. Lesson 1 for life on the ground floor. Get some rest.
People are counting.
Oh, you're still in one piece.
Shop.
Yeah.
I've seen them around. Thanks to you.
I wish I had your strength and confidence.
Hostia.
Welcome home, honey. Took your sweet time. Psych.
Este-
Are you gonna let me in so we can talk in private? Guess I'll get right to the point then.
Huh. What have you got there?
An apology for not getting you on the mission. Or not. What do you think it is?
A proposition.
Nailed it in one. Gonna have to ask you to keep all this a secret from the others, though. It's a personal matter. Something I need to sort out tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight. You and me, together. I want you to come with me to the Sector 7 plate. I'll give you the details on the way.
That's fine by me, but don't you have a pretty big day ahead of you?
I do, but if I don't deal with this now, it's only gonna get harder. Anyway, I can count on you, can't I?
Claro.
A down payment.
Vale. Permiten pedir ayuda en combate.
Doubt we'll be back before morning,
Vale.
in case you were planning on traveling light. Make...
Un momento, a ver. Aquí. Hostia, tú, qué bicharraco sale ahí, Buah, qué pinta.
Sure you've got everything you need before we leave. I'll wait here.
Antes de nada, se descansa un poquito. Y vámonos a hacer la misión.
You all set? Take
No.
all the... But seriously, get your ass
Que sí, hombre.
You all set?
Como mujer, que sí.
Awesome. Meet me at the station after dark. Don't be late.
It's just another job.
Huh?
Tough break. They changed the times. Last train's already left. Which is why we borrowed these bikes. Need a lift to the plate?
How did you guess?
Easy. You've been acting weird. Like talking about one thing when you're obviously thinking about something else.
Yeah, and don't get me started on all that pep.
All right, I'll give you that. But how did you know I wanted to head topside? Was I talking in my sleep? What else did I say?
No, we just figured you wanted to see your parents, that's all.
Nailed it, huh?
Yep, right on the head.
So, seeing as we don't have any family of our own, how about you let us be a part of yours for a bit? You know, spread the wealth.
Are your parents still around?
Huh? No.
Okay then. Guess you're all invited. Here's to awkward family reunions.
Yeah. Pues vamos.
I take it you boys have your brand spanking new IDs?
Yes, ma'am.
Then let's lay down some rubber.
Crank that frog. Okay, you got it.
Just so you know, I'm not going plateside for the reason they think I am. Look, you saw the way the reactor went up. It was huge, right?
Because of all the Mako. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah. That was wishful thinking. Deep down, I know it was my fault. I used a more powerful blasting agent than the directions called for. It had nothing to do with the Mako.
Let's say you're right. So what?
I'm planning on using a weaker blasting agent this time. But, since I can't get in touch with my supplier, our only option is to loot a warehouse owned by Shinra.
Shinra? Good luck with that.
With your help, we won't need luck. ID scan, ready?
So far, so good.
All right, here comes the hard part.
And that is?
The fake IDs may have held up, but from this point on, if we get pinged by a scan...
They'll come for us.
Yeah, what he said.
Oh, man. Just like that?
No need to worry. We've got Cloud, remember? Hey, you do know how to drive, right?
Soldiers get mandatory training.
Well then, you gonna take my breath away? Make my head spin with your amazing skills?
Don't blame me if you get sick.
Hostia, no había visto eso, tío.
We've got company.
Escucha.
Someone's having fun.
How can I not? Pursued by villains, a young couple thrust together by fate race through the neon street night.
Get off.
Jesse, look out! We're coming for you!
Pay more attention, Cloud! Oh, my hero!
Streets of lethal force?
What, do you just pull over if they ask nicely?
You got a point.
See? So don't go holding back now.
That stinks. Give it up, Cloud.
Have the cold-eyed mercenaries' hearts suddenly begun to melt? I won't forget. Wait, is it just me or did we slow down?
Just you.
Hostia, casi me tomo contra el muro.
What do we do?
Shut up.
Catch a break. This isn't good.
This isn't working.
Make it look pretty easy.
coño es eso?
We're good. Nothing about this is good. You got me. Fair enough. All right then. Do your thing.
I suppose he had it coming.
You really are good at this.
The man's unstoppable.
Soldier en route. HQ saying he must be a few minutes out.
Come.
Think it's him?
Well, no more reason to finish this quick. That kind of strong.
Bob, we need help, please.
I'm waiting.
Feeling good back here. Woohoo!
Big Clown! Need some help here!
Save me!
Screw this!
These things can't take too much damage.
Bring it!
Not much of a challenge, huh?
Bring it!
Wow, Cloud, you really are good at this.
Vamos.
Feeling good back here.
That's an ex-soldier for you. Next to him, we look like kids on trikes.
You're damn right you do.
You're part of that we too, you know.
We made it!
Woo! Top side! Keep going till we hit the station?
No, head straight for the warehouse. Aww. Our magical ride is almost at an end.
Why are you talking like we're not here?
Because you're not.
Clearly we are. Not over yet.
Cloud, little help?
I am loving this.
Can't take him by ourselves.
You better hurry, Cloud.
Cloud, we need backup.
Wow, Cloud, you really are good at this. Huh?
Time's up. Break off before he shows. Copy.
What's going on?
Otro con espada.
Who's that?
Qué flipado.
Well, hello!
Who's this?
Too quick for the eye. You cross him, you die. Now, mind if I cut in? Woo! Splendid! I've been looking for a new dance partner. Private party, huh? That's fine. I'll set up for a race then. Just one. You talking to me? I most certainly am. Didn't know. So terribly sorry. Your words failed to reach my ears.
sluggish and slow as they are.
What's this guy's deal?
The lady's curiosity has been piqued. My name is Rose, but you may address me by the more accurate appellation. Speed Demon!
Heard that, Mom?
My ears are attuned to the feminine voice.
Say the word.
Yes, yes, this is the contest I've been waiting for! Once more!
Steady.
A fiery gift for you!
Estoy muerto.
Feel like dancing, friend?
Mierda. Me despisté. Vamos, porque me defienda no me sirve de nada. Adiós. Nah, nada de locos. Cagada. Bueno.
Well, hello!
Who's this?
Too quick for the eye. You cross him, you
A ver.
die. Now, mind if I cut in? Woo! Splendid! I've been looking for a new dance partner. Private party, huh? That's fine. I'll settle for a race then. Just one.
You talking to me?
I most certainly am.
Then no.
So terribly sorry. Your words failed to reach my ears. Sluggish and slow as they are.
What's this guy's deal?
The lady's curiosity has been piqued. My name is Rose, but you may address me by the more accurate appellation. Speed Demon!
Heard that, Mom?
My ears are attuned to the feminine voice.
Say the worst.
Yes, yes, this is the contest I've been waiting for. Wonderful gift you've given to me.
Screw this!
Really?
Hey.
Too slow. Give us a smile. Come on, you look more dancing if you did. What say we shifted into high gear?
What is he up to now?
Same shit. Me and dumbbells.
Not bad. You have drums and an abiding affection for your family. But
No, 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 te quedes sin batería, me cago en todo el mundo.
one must unlock its true potential. Become one with the machine. Like this. Embrace your emotions. Bear your heart to the world. Enjoying yourself?
El rayo, ¿no?
Shall I keep you company? Your eyes over me. Once more. You like dancing, friend? Daddy's on our side.
Pero que tarda en cargar el tajo giratorio ese.
enough?
Don't be absurd. As if I could ever grow tired of your company. Naughty, naughty! Until one of our flames is forever extinguished, our flames will never end! Wait for me! Room! Oh, ho, ho! Come on, let's push it past the red line!
Jesse, take over.
Huh?
Toma. Qué flipado.
Well, well, well. I do believe this round is yours. Maybe next time we can keep it just between the two of us.
Maybe.
Until we meet again, my friend!
We did it!
Go team!
Don't get too excited. Reinforcements are hot on our trail.
Este capítulo está más entretenido que el anterior.
You failed the test.
What test?
Driving.
I'm great at driving.
Great at scaring your passengers, more like.
Not used to having any.
Maybe you should just let me drive.
Nope.
Guess I'll take one for the team and be your back warmer again.
Toma. Hay tema, pero vamos.
Oh, would you look at that? It's the end of the ride. We'll go on foot from here. Don't want to draw too much attention to ourselves.
Hey, did these things leave a mark?
They got you pretty good.
Oh, and I'm running on fumes.
Don't worry. We'll top you up soon enough. Now let's roll. The residential area is just beyond this gate. Mind doing the honors? You've got an arm on you.
Uy. Oh, mira, sector 7. Área más bonita.
Here we are. The Employee Housing District, where they put you when your parents work for Shinra. While their reactors were slowly killing the planet, we were living the good life.
¿Y si se queda ahí? Joder, pero qué rapidez que coge la chica. Espera. Ay.
Figures. Still leaves the lights on every night. For the girl who only comes home once every other blue moon. Mom's an old-fashioned type like that.
Think she'll make us pizza? Her Midgar special?
She's quite the cook. Quick to whip up finger-licking food, even if you drop by in the dead of night.
And she loves guests who ask for seconds or thirds. Okay, let's head in. Cloud, You know what to do. Why don't you wait around the corner over there?
Ah, okay.
It's a shame you won't get to try the Midgar
Y yo no
special.
entro.
You would have really liked it.
Solamente me han traído para vigilar, para quedarme fuera, no comer ni nada. No me quiere. Ay. Pues
With
nada.
your help, we won't need luck. You'll take on just about any job, right? Well, I need you to rob my house. Think you can do that for me?
Hacer de ladrón.
Go in through the back door when the coast is clear. The signal will be obvious.
Once the lights come on, it's go time. Time to go.
Me ha llevado a la casa de sus padres para robar. Guay. Estas cosas a mí no me suenan del original. Y eso que juego muy poco al original.
Inside, you'll find a room with 2 doors. Don't take the one in front of you. You want the room on the right. That's where you'll find it.
Vale.
Sorry about dropping in like this again. We'll be chatting Mom up in the kitchen, so don't even bother being quiet. There's no way she'll ever hear you. Dad'll be in there, but it's okay.
Pues soy joven.
I need you to grab his Shinra ID card. And yeah, I know I should do it myself, but... but I honestly don't think I'm up to it. Just do this for me, okay?
Claro, sí.
What's this?
Dear Mom and Dad, sorry for not getting in touch sooner, but I'm working at the Gold Saucer as an actress now. It wasn't easy, and I had a lot of help from people along the way. But I managed to land a starring role. Enclosed are 2 tickets to my play. Looking forward to seeing you both there.
Jessie Raspberry as the princess?
Vale.
This isn't it.
Está aquí.
This is amazing.
My dad. He was a maintenance supervisor at the reactor.
Ahí está.
Thanks.
And here we are.
Jessie.
I'm so happy. You still got room left? Now that is a damn good pie.
Pues no, ya está. No cierres la puerta, ¿para qué?
mission accomplished.
When are we going to give up on the gold saucer?
Pues ya está.
How long has it been since you even performed?
A lot of people really rely on Jesse.
As a stagehand, though, right? You can be one of those anywhere. So why not come home and get a job at the Sector 8 theater?
I'll think about it. You know, I'd really love to stay and chat, but we gotta go.
So soon?
Yeah, well, we hadn't even planned on dropping by. But Wedge wanted some of your famous pizza.
So good.
Sure I can't tempt you with some more?
Maybe just a couple slices, Mrs. Arn.
Wedge!
Hey, I'm doing it for you guys. You don't want me going to work on an empty stomach.
I'm planning on using a weaker blasting agent this time. Since I can't get in touch with my supplier, our only option is to loot a warehouse owned by Shinra. Hey there.
This it?
Ay, la desconexión de río y la he perdido.
I'm gonna use this to sneak into the 7-6 annex.
All right, let's get to it.
Sorry, but you're staying outside. Only I know what to steal from where, so it's gotta be me who goes in.
So, we came all this way just to eat pizza?
You think I'd let you off that easy? You're gonna earn every slice helping Cloud. Just do the thing where you draw everyone's attention away, like you did at my parents'. What's the word again? Maybe I'm more nervous than I thought.
Diversion.
Yeah, that. Nice one, military man.
So what? Does this mean we're gonna ask some Shinra folks out to dinner?
You know damn well what she means. While you're inside, we make sure the guards are focused on the outside, yeah?
Exactly. Couldn't have put it any better. When you see a flare go up, that's your cue. Rush the front gates and make for the warehouse plaza. The more hell you raise, the more time you buy me.
You're gonna run this guy into the ground, aren't you?
How much time do you think you'll need?
Not too much. I'll be in and out. I'll send up another flare when I'm done. We rendezvous in the vacant lot up ahead.
Hold on. How are we supposed to get back to the slums? Wait for the first train?
No. I want to be back before that. Don't worry. I have something worked out. Now, let's get this done.
Okay.
Well, that diversion's not gonna create itself.
Pues no, vamos para allá.
Jesse's dad was in there, right?
Yeah.
Mako poisoning. Happened while Jesse was doing a show at the Gold Saucer. What do you care?
No. I want to hear it.
Jessie always wanted to be an actress. Worked her ass off for years. Until finally she caught a break. Top billing. Parents were thrilled. And then, right before opening night...
Her dad had an accident.
Collapsed from overwork. And in the worst possible place. Mako's storage. Lay there half a day before someone found him. Been like that ever since. No change whatsoever. And that's what got her into planetology. And led her to seek out Avalanche. How far we've come.
Jesse's got a theory about it. Thinks her dad's spirit is stuck now, between his body and the heart of the planet. So if we don't shut down the reactors soon...
He'll get caught up in the flow and poof. What's so funny?
Just that I understand how you feel. Unlike most of the time.
I see. Mako's the essence of life itself. Of memory and hope. It's not something you burn in a reactor just to keep the lights on. Hell no. Oh, don't tell Jessie about this little chat, okay? When she gets pissed, she gets punchy.
Well, no promises.
He's serious, Cloud. She'll beat the shit out of us.
Not my problem.
This guy.
Hey, it's the lot Jesse was talking about. We run over here when we've got what we came for.
Gotta stay hidden. Just need to get past this gate.
Wait. Where are the guards?
No hay. A ver cómo lo se cuecen.
Someone beat us here.
And I don't think it was Jesse.
This had better not get in the way of our plans.
It won't.
Don't see anyone.
¿Quién habrá sido?
Hey man, the plaza's that way. Warehouses are further in. Jesse's supposed to be circling around from the back, right?
¿Qué hay por aquí abajo? Veo. Joder, estos.
No need for us to rush. Let's scout it out first.
I can handle this solo.
What? You're trying to keep us out of it now? Don't be a jackass.
We're in this together.
Don't expect me to save you.
If you need to check your gear, now's the time. Give the word when you're good to go.
You can use that vending machine over there to stock up.
Guess there's a training center too. Could go a few rounds before the main event.
Buah, ese voy bien equipado. Yo me veo bien, ¿no? Ah, vale. Ataque mágico. Vale. No hay mucho más que puedo hacer, por lo que veo. No, pues ya está.
I get really hungry when I'm nervous.
Remind me, you've got summoning materia, don't you? There's no better way to deal with big groups. You'd be crazy not to equip it. Okay, let's go over the plan one last time. You start things off by cutting loose where everyone can see you.
And us?
We're the backup. First, we climb high enough to get a vantage point, then we go to town on them.
Heya. So, what did you want to talk about?
When spring comes, I'm leaving town. I'm going to Midgar.
Should have figured. All the guys are leaving.
But I'm not like them. I'm not going just to look for work. I'm going to be a soldier. The best of the best. Like Sephiroth.
The Great War hero, huh? Isn't it pretty hard to become a soldier?
Yeah. So I won't be back for a long time.
Guess not. Think you'll be in the papers?
I'll try.
Just promise me one thing.
when we're older, and you're a famous soldier, if I'm ever trapped or in trouble, promise you'll come and save me.
Huh?
That's what heroes do. They save people. Please? Just once. Come on, promise me.
Fine. I promise.
I heard you're having second thoughts.
I know we have to think big if we're going to make a difference. But not like this. I feel trapped.
That's the signal!
All according to plan.
Let's go.
Pues vamos allá.
Yeah!
I don't see any intruders. Maybe they went home. Oh, hey, over there. Target sighted. Find him out.
Wow.
Give up?
Kill the bastard!
They're up there too! We've spotted more intruders! Stay back up! Here's our
That's that.
Unauthorized entry at 7-6 Annex. All units, proceed to location and secure. Unauthorized entry in 7-6 Annex. Unauthorized entry in 7-6 Annex. Hostile numbers confirmed. Threat minimal. Engage and pursue. Repeat.
Vamos, 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 vamos. No parando, aparte. Toma ya. Hostia. El bicharraco.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Toma. Ah, no te preocupes, estará bien el top. Vamos, Cloud. Hostias. Una de tus materias ha alcanzado el nivel necesario. Muy bien. Coño. ¿Por qué a mí?
Come on. Not looking good. Gotta be careful. All good.
Vale.
Get ready. Going in.
Let him escape! Aim good! Got you!
Bring it.
Is that all you got?
That it? No holding back.
Joder.
Won't last long.
Ahora.
Got you! Bombs away!
Shit.
¿Qué ha pasado? Se ha quedado esto todo. Máquina lenta. Ah, vale. Que la había dado ahí. Me había extrañado. Vale. Ya está cargado el mando. Hostias. Uf.
Don't worry, I've got this!
Qué huevos tiene este. Estamos de la cabeza.
Get ready.
Puto loco.
Gotta be careful.
Joder.
So much for being a mercenary.
F en el chat. Vamos allá.
No holding back. That's that. You're done.
Come and get him!
Joder. Era mierda.
Don't eat me! Please don't eat me! Come here, little doggies, come here!
Right. Get ready.
Midgard potential? Don't kill me now!
See ya. That's that.
I'm not tired. I can do this all night!
Brace yourself.
Think I ran off the pizza.
Hell of a show, man. If only the ladies loved you that much.
I'm glad someone's enjoying themselves.
Of course they store mechs here.
Qué coñazo. Vamos.
You know. Look what I found. Let's give these jerks a taste of their own medicine.
No, pues yo me encargo de este.
That's it. So long.
Hostias. Vamos a probar la invocación. Ifrit. Yo te invoco. ¿Qué narices? ¡Wow! ¡Qué bicho! Invocando que gerundio. Me encanta el logro. Pero la invocación, ¿qué coño hace? Vamos a atacar. Joder, vaya mierda la invocación, tú. No hace nada. La habilidad de... Toma.
Let's finish this.
Now that's what I call teamwork! Stay
Bye.
where you are!
Well, shit.
Ya vas a verlo, yo habría usado aquí la invocación. Me cago en...
All right, assholes, show me your hands!
El loco de la colina.
Well, aren't we having a wonderful time kicking the hornet's nest? You know what I want.
La tarjeta del hormiguero.
Just the two of us. You turned the key. The engine roars with excitement. It hungers to be set free!
Lo que digo, está todo loco.
Right. Come on.
It's been a long time since I fought a duel out of the saddle. But, for all the miles on the clock...
Qué bueno, ¿eh?
I'm just as fast as I ever was.
Bring it.
Not bad.
Here it comes.
I told you we were gonna push it past the red line! Too slow!
All right.
Company!
Never again.
In the blink of an eye! How marvelous! Oh, that's the shot! Wonderful gift you've given me!
Brace yourself.
Keep you company!
Joder, pero se le está atacando yo.
In the blink of an eye!
Shit.
Open up the throttle! Keep you company!
Coño, si lo había esquivado.
In the blink of an eye! Feel my burning passion! Open up the throttle!
Never again.
Keep you company! Open up the throttle!
Here we go. You're mine. That's that.
Well done!
Te derroté.
Satisfied?
No pudiste conmigo.
With such fleeting pleasure? Hardly. There are higher heights to which you and I can still soar.
Wow, más robots. No, tiene que pasar algo porque no puedes enfrentarte a todo esto. ¿A cuál de los dos de espada? El de la pequeña. Está pirado. Pirao.
We really must do this again. Until then, try not to die. I'll see you on the road. my friend.
José que ha reparado rápido la moto, ¿eh? Creo que te están disparando.
God damn it.
Let's go. Right.
Run! Run while you can!
Friendly! Stand down!
Your team shouldn't be here. Glad yours is.
Come here.
¿Y estos quiénes son? La resistencia.
But you won't be if they start asking questions.
And who are they?
First guests to
¿Cómo
the
acaba de
party,
cantar?
another avalanche cell. Our holier-than-thou friends from the old guard. It's always their way or the highway. Lately, they've been a real pain in the ass. Till now.
So then why are they here?
Beats me. We've been on the outs ever since our cell got labeled too extreme. Though they're the ones running around with mil-spec gear. Word is, they cut a deal with Wutai. Promised them all the materia in Midgar, apparently. Think there's any truth to that?
You tell me.
Sometimes I think we're the only ones who've realized the war's over. Okay, mission complete. Let's make our way back to the lot.
Right.
Looking a lot more.
Pues vamos.
Just what we need.
So, are we not gonna wait for Wedge?
If we stuck around or went back, he'd only get upset.
Why is that?
Puedo subir por aquí, ¿no?
Understand. I'll tell him you're worried about him,
Ahora. Ahí vamos.
You made it! Over here!
Okay! Let's go!
Could you have been any louder? I mean, it made my job a lot easier, but... Wait, where's Wedge? Wedge! That was close.
We'll go get him.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? Come on.
Not my finest hour.
You get hit?
Just swinged, I think. Oh, shot!
Really? Let me see.
Are we seriously doing this here? That's... wow.
You guys are the worst.
Huh? Your ass is fine. Maybe singed, but the only casualty is your underwear. This is like a bruise or a mild burn at worst.
Now that was a gunshot.
Is that a smile I spy?
It's not safe here. We should go.
Copy that.
Pues vamos.
So, how do we get back to the slums?
With a little trick I've been dying to try out.
Vamos. Mira la otra, parece que está haciendo gimnasia. Qué gracia.
All residents are to return to their homes and remain indoors until further notice. I repeat, for your safety, go home.
También este con el espadón que lleva, joder. Va a pasar desapercibido.
There has been no attack. For your safety, please go home and remain indoors until further notice. An emergency has been declared. All civilians are to remain indoors. This operation is official.
Right, this is it. Through here and we're home free.
Where exactly are we going?
When we get there, you'll know. Now that I've got my blasting agent, we should have everything we need for our next mission.
Sure hope so.
Yeah, me too. For your dad's sake.
Hey, what the hell, man?
Huh?
Cloud was just saying how he hopes to come back and try the Midgar special next time.
Really, huh? Cloud said that?
Sure did. Wants a whole pie to himself. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Really? Well, okay then. Maybe I'll lend Mom a hand next time too.
That'd be awesome.
Super awesome.
O sea que no hay nada, paso. Nada más.
Should be somewhere around here. Bingo. I half figured my dad got it wrong, but nope. They're here just like he said.
Parachutes?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What do you mean half figured?
50-50 is pretty good odds if you ask me. This is gonna be fun. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you coming all this way with me. And like I said before, I'd be grateful if you kept this between us until after the mission. I don't want to complicate things.
Sure. Okay, who's ready to fly?
Me!
Hey, Cloud, you let him down gently, all right?
Yep.
Wait, I almost forgot. One more thing.
Whoa! Stop it! What in the hell are you trying to...
Easy, you'll make us fall.
Not if you do first.
Swing by my place after, so I can pay you in full.
No!
Wait! Give me a minute!
No.
Why you have to be such a hard ass, bro?
I ain't your bro.
Toma ya. Y así es como se baja.
I wish I could have done more. Just got hurt.
You did enough. You took one for the team. Be proud.
Yeah? Yeah!
Feels like we're flying high these days.
Now, more than ever.
He's a keeper, all right.
Yeah! Together, we can take on the world!
Pues ya está.
I'll head home on my own. After all, I'm only a little sore.
It's cool. We'll go together.
Aw, thanks, bro.
Cut that out.
This way. Think Jesse and Biggs made it back safe?
I guess.
Cool if we check on them? We'll pass by their places anyway.
Sure.
You saw it too, right? Overstrapped.
The tally of monster slain has been updated. Got new numbers for monster slain this month.
Ya todo más relajado.
Well, this is Big's place. I guess he hasn't made it home yet.
Guess not.
Hope he isn't worst casing it again. He's got a habit of overthinking things, worrying about all the possible outcomes till his head hurts.
Wouldn't have guessed.
And when he worries, I worry. Yeah. Anyway, let's head on over to Jesse's.
Scares me to death thinking there might be more to come.
This is where Jesse lives. Men are not allowed inside. Lots of pretty girls trying to make it big on stage live here. So don't hang around or they might get the wrong idea.
Huh.
I'm telling you this for your own good, Cloud. People around here love to gossip.
They know about Jesse and Avalanche?
Nah, it's all good. They think she's an actress. Oh, and one more thing, bro. It's all a game to her. Don't fall for it.
You lost me.
Life's a stage and love's the play. Guys aren't allowed, remember?
Pues vaya.
You know about the secret reactor jobs? Even people from the inner city.
I'm gonna try to find some living work.
Les parece que se esté cagando como anda.
Hey there, Bigums, Reggie, Smalls. Brought a new friend to meet you.
What?
These little guys are on guard duty today.
Okay.
Thanks for seeing me home.
Really sorry about your ass.
It's all good, bro.
It's kind of weird when you call me that.
Hey, don't be scared. Deep down, he's a big softie. It's okay. It's okay. Good job, guys. Great work. Aw, I missed you too. Oh, Big
You know about the secret reactor jobs?
Well, if it isn't Cloud Strife. Was wondering when you'd show up. Without further ado, here you are. Thanks for stepping up, Merc. And now for the cherry on top.
Okay, I get it. Mind letting me breathe?
Depends. Mind coming over tomorrow night? My roommates should all be out for a while.
Are you seriously that desperate? Just let go already.
Only if you promise to come back tomorrow night. Deal?
No promises, but I'll think it over.
Really? You will? I'd make a mean pizza, I'll have you know. Marsh, Loosh, Black Millie, Red Shelly. I use only the best ingredients. Sound good?
Never heard of any of that stuff.
Oh, you are so adorable, you know that? You just leave everything to me. It'll be great. Nighty-night.
Qué maja.
Psych.
Bad idea.
I stayed up all night thinking about the reactor.
Trains are running.
Pues para el sobre.
Quiet out here. Compared to what it used to be, this place is
She's probably asleep. Yeah,
You were out for a while.
just walking.
I ran into Johnny, by the way. Said not to worry, he was getting out of town.
Oh, that guy.
You weren't thinking of leaving Midgar anytime soon, were you?
Well, seems this old friend of mine's in a tight spot. Long time ago I said I'd be there for her. Made a promise. So...
Can't say this is quite what I had in mind when I put that on you way back when.
If you want to talk, I'm listening.
Huh? What's with you all of a sudden?
With me?
Like you're losing that hard edge.
That bad?
Not at all. I like it. Maybe Marlene won't be so scared of you next time. I'm really glad to have you back, Cloud. Really glad. It's pretty late, huh? I'd like to catch up more, but we should probably both get some sleep, yeah?
Yeah.
Good night, then.
Good night, Tifa.
Sleep and dream the sweetest dreams.
¿Qué ha pasado?
Come with me, quickly.
Toma, todos los espectros.
We were getting ready to set out when those things showed up and came after us.
Esto es como lo de Harry Potter ahí.
Barrett
Van
and
ahí.
Jesse are holding their ground, but for how long? I don't know.
Let's go.
Right.
Son fantasmas.
Ready?
You know it.
Let's head for the barn.
Okay.
Shit. Is this even working? You kill it?
God, I really hope we did.
Need a light. This is stupid.
There's way too many of them.
Enough. There's no end to this. That's that.
Vaya tontería. Tío, pero ponte bien.
Get ready.
Vamos, ya está.
No idea. Pretty sure you can't even see
¿El resto que había?
physical contact first.
Se me ha acojonado.
We're running out of time.
Any other way?
Yeah, over here.
Sí, porque...
Again?
Are they trying to stop us from reaching the others? Cloud, this way. You've gotta be kidding me. It's like trying to fight a hurricane.
Stay on your feet.
You wanted to tell me that?
It's over. What the? Let's get this over with. Be careful. No escape. Let's do this.
Como vaya a haber un eco por cada letra del alfabeto, y al lado del abecedario. Vale, parece que han parado. Que va, sigue habiendo.
How's your ammo?
Running low! Jesse!
Damn it!
Huh?
The hell?
Jesse.
You okay? Me and my two left feet. Easy now.
What's going on? What's happening?
We ain't putting on a damn show! The hell were those things? Some kind of... I don't know. Guess I shouldn't be surprised, though. Never can tell what weird shit'll come crawling out of the scrap down here. It's those reactors. I'm telling you.
It hurt?
Wish I could say it didn't, but yeah. God, this is so embarrassing. Hate playing the damsel in distress.
It happens.
What did you do to your leg? Does it hurt?
Not nearly as much as the fuss everyone's making.
Still, I think you ought to avoid putting any...
I'm fine.
Oh.
That's enough. You're out, Jesse.
Huh? What about the mission? We already sent Biggs in, remember? Don't tell me you're thinking of calling it off.
No, we got this.
The hell you do.
If you need someone to step up, I'm your man.
Okay, so here's the thing.
I'm gonna need a raise.
Al final sí.
Consider it done. All right, everyone, clouds in. The mission is on.
Go and raise some hell for me, okay?
Listen, Wedge, I need you to hang back and guard the home front.
What? But I'm in perfect health.
Which makes you the perfect choice to look after Jesse and Marlene.
Hey.
Let's get this show on the road to Mako Reactor 5. Once you got your gear in order, head to the station for the meet. Got it? This'll help you get squared away. Don't tell me I never did nothing for you. I'm counting on you, soldier boy.
Bueno. Perfecto.
Forgot to give this to you, bro. Your prize for taking the top spot on the darts leaderboard. You earned it. After you guys come back from the plate, maybe we can play around together.
Relegated to stagehand once again. I'm starting to think I'll never have a starring role.
There's always next time.
What's this? Words of encouragement? Thanks. I need them.
Bueno. Ay, a comenzar.
All right. Let's get going.
Sure. After you take a deep breath.
Huh?
I can tell you're nervous.
That obvious, huh? Okay, I'm ready now.
Right.
Some monsters came into town apparently. I think they're all gone now though.
No.
Some monsters came into town.
We're never gonna have peace and quiet down here.
Hey! All that ruckus was caused by
Voy a ver si hay algo de armas. O algo de tipo mejora.
If you see anything out of the ordinary, please report it.
gunfire, I suppose, with the monsters constantly crawling out of the...
Take your time and stock up on what you need to keep our streets safe.
Nah, como que nada. Vale. Vale. Vale, y ahora el último Cloud. Están desbloqueadas todas aquí, vale. Defensa. Ya está. saber más de magia, pero no me mola ni idea. Vale. Pues nada. Pues aquí lo que hay. Esto es eléctrica y decoración. Decoración vale, pero eléctrica... Pues ya está. Me perdí. Por aquí, ¿no? Vale.
Another day I couldn't.
Moving down under a slump. Maybe a slump cider for lunch.
A la estación, es verdad.
exceeded my expectations. I hope you will continue to help me gather vital information for my research.
No sé. ¿Qué tiene? No.
I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
I heard you're running on an emergency schedule. It's okay.
Alright, people. Mission starts the moment we board that train. You sure you ready for this?
Lo voy a dejar aquí por hoy. Así que...